What is going on, guys? It's your boy Redowan. Welcome back to another YouTube video.
One.
Now, on one hand we've got a dancing Canadian, we've got Mr. John Dale here, and on the other hand we've got a robotic guy, Mr. Bjorn.
Mr. Roboto, he will be known as
Mr. Robotnik.
Obviously we've got Bjorn here,
Yo,
and
what's up,
we are the GRiDlock Diecast Show. So on today's episode, I kind of wanted to discuss something a bit interesting,
Yeah.
and that is scales.
scales thereof.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we only have a couple to show you for examples,
Yeah.
but we've brought a couple cars out. As you can see, it's our new design.
Except for 1/18.
Super nice and square.
And as tiny as 1 to 1.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to. This episode is more of just talking about the different scales in the
Yeah,
Diecast.
like maybe why Hot Wheels is coming back to 143rd after so many years away.
Right. And so before that, obviously there are multiple scales, right? Starting with what we love, like these, right?
The best one!
The pop races right
Yeah.
here. Right, shout out to pop race, obviously.
Shout
Mini
out.
GT.
The best scale.
I don't need to
Yeah.
shout out Pop Race.
Alright. Shout out to Mini GT. Yeah.
Shout out to my mom who
Kind
gave
of.
birth to me today.
Shout out to my mom. as
Around.
well. But obviously, 164 being the most popular scale, if I may.
Is it?
Right?
Definitely, yeah.
I think it's just the most convenient.
Yeah, for sure.
By numbers, I think most people.
By numbers, probably more people know about 118 scale because it's like the OG.
Right.
Right.
And then that brings to the 118s as well,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Which is a skill that I've started collecting as well. You've got a few in a collection.
I've got a couple that I bought for this year, but outside of that, I
Yeah.
really don't dabble.
And then we have 112 skills.
112 scales. Yeah, geez, there's been so much stuff coming up for 110
These
as
are
well.
like $1,000 pieces.
Yeah.
A couple $1,000 pieces. And then we also have the 143 scales.
Right.
This Hot Wheels premium lineup that you guys see.
Yeah. They just the third or second iteration that they came out with.
Yeah.
Kind of cool because I like Skyline, so they've done the Skyline. This is the most recent one I think there is. Yeah.
Yeah, and I just want to kind of just discuss about the different scales there are.
Yeah, like what are you
Right.
guys collecting? Are you guys also all on 164th or are you guys also dabbling? Like these guys like to buy like 118th, occasional other scales, but mostly 164th, right? So
Definitely. That's why we're all here together.
that's kind of what brought us together. I mean, it's probably the biggest community in Singapore.
It is.
But I think the OG, maybe 118 scale guys probably super exceed us, but we just don't see them in the community often.
Yeah.
we don't.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the 118s are insane, dude.
Yeah, they're so expensive, never mind.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we recently I just acquired a new Koenigsegg Gasco Attack from Chili Spirito. Amazing
The orange
piece,
one,
guys.
right?
Yeah, the orange
That's
one.
right,
Yeah.
That's right. Go check out the video. It's pretty cool.
But 118s are insane. Now, the only issue I feel with 118s is its price point.
No,
definitely.
my biggest thing is space. None of my collectors can even fit
Interesting.
this.
One is talking about space, one is talking about price. Okay, so why not each of you talk about it?
Right.
Let's go.
Do you have any objections that you would say?
I agree both. I mean, I have a couple of that's why I only have a few 1 to 18s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I love them. They're like detailed.
Because it's space
stuff.
and price.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't
This
know.
is space and price.
Space
guys.
and price.
No, I mean,
Or just space or price.
wait, price. Wait, hold on. Price is issue to any scale.
Any
Even
scale.
for Hot Wheels, you pay $50-$60 for a
Right,
car.
right,
It's
right, right.
expensive.
True.
Space
true.
is definitely.
I mean, you can still buy a $2,000 Hot Wheel, sure. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
but my point when I mentioned about pricing was a lot more of brands like Auto Art or GT Spirit. Yeah, there are brands like Burago that does a much cheaper
Right.
118.
Right.
Yeah.
But these fall under toys more so than
Right.
collector's
Toy
pieces.
grade, different.
Right?
Yeah.
Now that also then brings the next question: do you guys kind of dabble into the other scales?
Right. Yeah, I'd like to know what you guys collect, honestly. So
Yeah,
share a little.
recently I had the opportunity to explore 143s.
Okay.
And not Hot Wheels premiums like this, because I know a lot of people dislike this line now actually.
The only 143rd I would collect would be Hot Wheels, just because I'm more of a Hot Wheel enthusiast than a
I
143rd
see.
enthusiast.
I see.
So I don't mind if it is toy grade.
Right.
It's still Hot Wheels quality,
But it's
but
a
it's just a little bit bigger. The card's
Right.
cooler. I like card art, so I buy a couple when I have.
I mean, it's cool, but I think this is the definition of who asked.
Yeah.
Like, nobody asked for this.
Yeah.
Nobody asked for
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Who?
Like who?
No, who asked?
Who asked?
Exactly.
Exactly.
And you're right, but there are other brands that I just got kind of like exposed to. Brands like Sparky.
Right.
Sparky does
Yeah,
a
Sparky.
mad 143 lineup.
Right. Sparky also does
I-
like 110 stuff. So yeah.
I did a video recently on a casting from Ebro, another brand that usually does a lot of this race car,
or racing cars. Okay.
liveries and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
We've got brands like Mini Champs, for example.
Mini
Now,
Champs, yeah.
these brands are mostly resin or diecast pieces.
Right.
Okay.
They
Right.
are not toys for you to play.
They're not toy grade at all.
Right.
By any means,
This
yeah.
143 is a lot more
True.
of a toy for you to kind of just play with.
I feel like it's a smaller niche market,
Yeah.
but it's kind of allows people maybe to be in 143rd, but a younger collector maybe.
Right.
Because Hot Wheels is always like, you can always see the packages like 3 plus or 7 plus or whatever, 14 plus or whatever it is. But it's like, generally speaking, it's toy grade. So I think that like, if it was given to a young child, still can collect them, and now there's multiple
Maybe,
series.
yeah. They can
There's
play-
no bigger
yeah.
parts. It's literally the same grade as the regular ones.
Yes.
The
Yeah, right,
chunkiness,
right,
yeah.
And I mean, if you guys ever have been to Japan, you guys will realize that Japan is huge on 143s.
Huge.
They are
huge.
massive.
All these other weird scale stuff,
Right.
150 vehicles, huge. It's such a huge market.
Huge
Yeah.
in Japan.
Yeah.
143s, not so much. In fact, if you remember when we went to Indonesia last year for the Indonesia Diecast Expo, we met a guy from, I think it was UAE,
Oh yeah, correct,
right?
yeah.
And what he mentioned was nobody there collects 164s. 164 is an
Yeah.
unknown. For them,
That's
they
crazy.
do 118s.
Yeah.
That's crazy to think.
Yeah.
They do 118s like how we do 164s.
No. Wait, UAE, they do 1-to-1.
Yeah. They do
Abu Dhabi stuff, yeah, like you collect Lamborghinis and Ferraris and one
I mean,
scale,
to them, 164s is like alien.
yeah,
right?
Yeah,
To us, having a shop full of 118s is insane.
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
And so-
If you've ever been to the Unusual 43 shop, just down the hall,
yeah.
it's like, damn, like just see their showroom
Yeah.
is amazing.
It's insane,
But
dude.
nobody has that sort of space unless you live landed or alone in HDB or been whatever, because they take up so much damn space. Now, if you have 5 cars, okay, you can have a small bedroom, 5 cars, not a lot. But when you collect something, then it's like, I got 5 of those, and I got 2 of these, and 3 of those. Then
Yeah.
it's like, it'll literally take over your
Yeah.
whole space. Like a small room, even like maybe a 100 square foot bedroom, after 5 or 10 pieces, it becomes like no more room to put shelving.
Red one has
Right.
4 pieces, but I think
Oh, it's gonna take up your entire bedroom, man.
Yeah,
so
and,
cabinet.
I mean,
Yeah.
I have 4 pieces, that's not a lot. He's got more.
I got like 8.
Right.
But you sleep in a
But-
bed of Hot Wheels.
Yes.
But
So if you don't want to do that, you need a smaller scale.
our friend actually, Gabriel, for those who knows,
Black Bandit.
Black Bandit SG, shout out to him. He's got a cabinet full of 118s.
to your mom. Shout out to everybody.
Yeah,
Everybody gets a shout out here in our.
You get a shout out.
You get a shout out.
Christina Aguilera.
Shout out to my dad for like not
Yeah.
dumping me in the bathtub.
But Gabriel has a wardrobe full of 118s.
Yeah.
Right? Whenever we go to his
Damn.
house, he opens his wardrobe. Hey
But
guys,
he just like store it there and then
It's
like
stored,
open
yeah.
it when like you
Yeah.
He
know,
wants to look at it.
Yeah.
Right.
Temporary measure.
right? You don't really
And-
collect it. You're
and
just like
so-
storing it.
And recently he also
Mostly.
got into 143s as well. Now, the question then comes into, since there's so many scales,
Yeah.
how do we decide which scale to kind of
Yeah. How to
Is-
decide in
is
general.
space such a huge concern that it kind of
In
enforces the
Singapore, in
decision?
countries like Singapore, 100%. Cost is sometimes secondary, where space is primary reason why people can't collect certain things.
That's right. How about you, Bjorn? What do you think?
Is it the space or the cost?
That's exactly what I asked.
That's literally what he just said.
I think it's leaning more towards space. You know, not to
Yeah.
say that I can afford them or whatever.
Right.
But I feel like space, even for 1 to 64, I'm struggling already.
Right.
Let alone 1 to 18.
Right.
So I
And
think
you
space
imagine
is
once you
really
get your own place and you just move things out of your bedroom. I guarantee whoever you end up marrying to have a house with, whoever that may be in the future, right? If you're watching, I'm sorry. I
Rachel.
didn't mention
Shout
you.
out to Rachel. I got you, Rachel.
Whoever they may be, do you really think they have enough patience to allow you to put Hot Wheels all over the damn
I hope
house?
so.
Hey.
It's not gonna happen, bro. It's not.
Thank
And
you.
it's honestly, it's nice that like I have friends too that also collect different scales. Whatever is cool car, and it's like they tell me how they're like, well, I've got this semi truck with these 5 cars above my toilet, and I got this one over my bathtub, and I got this one over our kitchen stove, and this one over our mantle, this one, and I'm just like, that's what it's gonna like be like living with D. It's like I feel like whoever you get married
I
to,
feel like, no.
your house will just be taken over.
I wouldn't, no.
No,
Probably
I
not.
think there's always a line in terms of how you
Yeah.
display your
But when you
cars
have
and
too
stuff.
much, it's just too much. Are you
Yeah.
just gonna then store everything? You do a video, you put it in a box, you sell it, or you store it.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's kind of the sad part about it, but it's true. I mean, I also have cars that.
I mean, to be fair, you know, I think both Bjorn and I have downsized our collection by a lot. A lot. And the nature of how we do content.
I wish I could say.
Right? The nature of our content kind of like forces us to get new cars all the time.
Yeah.
And so I think you and I, we found a way to successfully recycle.
In a way, yeah.
Right?
I think more streamlined, more selected
Exactly.
cars. And I'm happy to say, like, after many years of selling cars that I don't really want anymore, it feels so good. Like, I feel like my mind mentally is decluttered.
Like, you know, when I first started, I used to have this impression that I want my display cabinets to be full of cars. But now
you're like, I wish I just keep these pieces. That piece.
and now there are empty spots all around.
Yeah.
And I'm happy because I know, okay, now that's space for cars that I really, really love.
In the future.
Right? For the future, right? And so that's a benefit we get with 164s.
Yes. That's
Right?
true.
With 118s, that's not in the question. That's not in the frame at all.
Sound like my
After your first 10, it's like, okay, what house do I have to buy now? But you know what? I think I've come up to the solution to how to address these questions.
Oh.
And it's strictly, you gotta start your own diecast shop. And then after you finish filling that first diecast shop, you gotta open the second one.
That's right. But
it's kind of true. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, we're all gonna run out of space regardless of where we live or how much space we have. Unless you have a damn acreage in Oklahoma somewhere where it's endless amount of space, right? Whatever, you know. I mean, at some point you're gonna run out of space, and whether it's cars, diecast, whatever scale, 1-to-1 scale, you're gonna just run out of space at some point.
So that's the answer, right? Space. Notice how none of us mention like budget or price.
Yeah,
It's not a single time.
see?
And it's not because we're rich. And I think as collectors, no matter how young you are, whether you're a primary school student,
That's
you
it.
will find a way. You'll always find a
You'll
way.
squeak
to
one
get
in there.
the car.
Okay, I can sell one.
I'm gonna eat chicken rice for the rest of the week so that I can buy one Hot Wheels Premium. I've been there.
I've been there. We've been there, dude. Yeah. And I think, for me personally, I think in the near future when I have my own place one day, I would love to have a 112. Now, if you guys ask me,
112 scale?
yeah. And it's like I only buy
Why
one.
112? That's
Because-
such a weird scale.
I think it'll be a nice piece.
I would say 124.
Yes.
Yes, that's my thought also.
112?
Yeah, 1 to 12 and a coffee table.
You see the 1.8 and the 112 size?
No, but do you know
These cars are ginormous.
Yes.
more so than a coffee table?
It's like
You know
a
where I wanna
dog.
put it?
Where?
It's huge.
I want to put it on my TV cabinet, right below my TV.
So the only thing I find fascinating about like that bigger scale is that like it usually means that it's like a limited edition something and there's only like 5 in the world.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that's appealing besides the fact that it's micro detailed. Every little button is a single piece of plastic or metal or carbon fiber.
And I think I just want to have one. Now that means probably like a Koenigsegg one.
I have seen all the Koenigsegg Garras and I was like, okay, that is kind of cool.
And no, 112, one definitely.
Yeah.
I would love a bunch of 118s, but I think, like you said, John, I think space is a very good
After
answer.
118, it
Definitely.
becomes excessive. I even see stuff at like the Unusual 43. They have some 1/8 and 112 scale, and it's like even in their good size shop, it's too big.
It's
It's a
massive.
table size item.
It's massive.
But it's like, okay, in my shop, for example, if I put 1 or 2 here, but everything else is 1/64th, it's fine.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I have enough walking space in the shops that you're like, okay, if I have 1 or 2 of them, it's just a conversation piece.
Exactly.
But you can't collect these things.
No.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Hey, just one.
I mean, to be fair, a 112 probably costs you like $12,000.
Oh,
To begin
if you're
with.
lucky, you're under
Right.
$10,000. Yeah.
And if you're someone who buys multiple pieces of these,
Right.
I'm pretty sure you can buy a house that's
Right.
big enough.
You want to know how many cars I've purchased in Canada
I mean, you get
for
what I
under
mean.
$10,000 and could probably still be running to this day? Like I tell you, like a lifetime supply of vehicles for one of these 112 scale. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean-
but
Then again,
that's an imaginary world that I don't live in anymore. So
Yeah.
so
I don't
that
agree.
once again begs the question: Is it do we stick to 164s? Do you do 124s? Or
I like 124th and I like 118th because 124 is slightly smaller.
Yeah.
Right? So I did collect actually 124th a bit in the past, so I just
I
have a
see.
few pieces. 118th is nice, but you have to stay in the semi-collectible, like detailed round,
Right.
like
Yeah.
ignition models and stuff like that.
Not like Auto Art. Sorry, my store, bro.
No,
I have a few of
it's
them. I guess.
toy grade is not so collectible. It's more
Yeah.
than like when I buy my kid in the future with that, sure, go for it, right?
Yeah.
But as a collector, I don't know, it doesn't appeal to me. And 1/64th appeals to me, and then as you get nicer, like Kaido or like D-Model and stuff like that, or like when Hot Wheels does an RLC release,
like
that's
Pop
Ferrari.
Race.
Yeah.
Pop Race has been doing some crazy stuff like the CLK GTR and stuff like that.
I
It's
like
quite
GT.
mind-blowing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I like the fact that you can fit so much in a smaller scale, and that's more impressive than obviously having a giant 1/8 scale car that's like, look, the smallest piece is the size of your fucking finger. Right? So it's like, obviously that's not that difficult. So it doesn't become so impressive. To me, it's more impressive to have a 1/64th car with the same detail.
But you wanna know what I have, like this little wild dream I have?
What is it?
First
Oh, boy.
layer would be a 112.
And that's a wrap to our episode.
No, but first layer would be a 112,
Okay.
right? And then there'll be another acrylic case on top
Okay.
with the same casting as a 112, but in a 118,
Okay.
124, and 164 scale.
Okay, so I have done that one time.
Right.
It's quite fun
Right.
because as long as the details and the casting is
Yeah.
Nice.
accurate to each other,
Right.
then it's cool because
Right.
like I got this 1/18 scale Bruce Lee R8,
Right.
R8, right? It was 1/18 scale, fantastic quality, Pop Race brand, really, really nice. I got it from a friend. Then I got the 143rd, exact same brand, 143rd scale. Then I found the 164th. So it was actually kind of cool to collect that. I can see collecting that way. That would be a fun way to collect.
But it's just a one-off thing where I just do it once.
Yeah,
Maybe your favorite
don't start a whole trend doing it, but
Yeah.
like your favorite
Yeah, you're like
car.
like my
Your Koenigsegg Agera,
Yeah.
right? And then you do like the 1/8, the 1/18.
Right,
Which
right,
brings me to my next point.
Okay.
I think the answer to this question is buy a 1-to-1 scale.
Hey, and that's a wrap. But for those that don't know, I don't think no one knows. I think everyone knows.
Yeah, so how do you not have a 1/18 and a 1/24th and a 1?
I think they
I have a
would.
one.
Yeah, why
I
don't you have
1-to-18.
each one then yet?
I have 1-to-18 and 1-to-64.
In competition orange?
Yes. Yeah.
Or close to?
Yeah, it
Because
means
obviously it
reddish.
doesn't look exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Is yes.
red orange.
So we need
Yeah.
a 124 for you to
Yeah,
do, and a
124.
and a one.
You probably
112.
stopped doing a toy
Yes.
grade 1 at that point though. Or an RC car because they don't make so many.
They don't. There's
you
not
know,
a lot of
there's
ones.
not so
But
many.
I'm happy with
Yeah.
my 1-to-1 scale.
They'll probably get a GT maybe,
Hello?
likely.
Hello?
Okay, please drop me off. No, but I mean, once again, I just want to kind of bring back to the question: how do you then? I honestly, I want to know what you guys think.
Yeah,
right?
what has everybody been collecting on your
Because
side? Do you-
recently
do you have a preference?
when I met the guys over at D90 Visuals, right? They were doing a sale of 143s and 118s.
The warehouse sale in
The warehouse
Singapore.
sale.
There was a warehouse
No,
sale.
obviously, massive shout out to the guys over at D90. But one thing I realized is now they had cartons of 143s, right? And these models are. It's a very nice line between a small size
Okay.
with an interesting amount of details.
What scale are you talking about?
143?
143s.
143?
It's a
Oh,
nice
okay.
balance between your 118s and 164s. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm not a huge fan. I think I get occasional Hot Wheel one just to say like, oh, it's kind of cool to see.
Right.
But like, I'll probably hold on to that damn car for the next 2 years before anybody else even remotely wants to buy it. So to me, on a business standpoint, 143rd has dropped off the map.
Oh yeah, I
Like
mean,
nobody's buying anything. Occasionally, you hear people talking about 143rd, but
At least in Singapore lah.
yeah, especially
Yeah.
in Singapore, even overseas in Canada and States and stuff like that,
I mean-
it's not even a big thing there.
yeah,
Yes, we don't.
Yeah.
you're right. 143s is a scale that isn't really.
It's not getting any love.
It's not.
Yeah, and anybody like I've even had collectors in Singapore. It's like, hey, you guys buy 143rd.
It's very niche.
Very niche, very small. Usually an older collector, something like our dad's
But-
age or something like that.
But I think I personally think 143s are actually quite interesting. I have about 5 or 6 pieces now.
Oh, what? I don't know that.
Yeah,
Jeez, 5 or 6.
Yeah, I've got 5 or 6.
Now, what was the
pieces.
reason for buying it?
No. Okay.
The money was burning a hole in your pocket, or it was just convenient.
Okay, so here's a little story for those that don't know. I bought 2 from D90 Visuals,
Okay.
right?
So now you're just doing it out of favor of even having
no,
a
no,
friend.
I mean no. So, okay.
Wait, hang on.
Objection!
Objection.
You're speculating.
D9. No, but I started with 2 from D19. I spent like $100 each,
Oh,
which is decent money, right?
decent money for.
But then my
143rd.
friend goes to Thailand for a little trip.
Yeah.
He walks into this. Yeah, I saw that face. He walks into this like thrift shop, right?
Yeah.
They're selling 143s for like $10, $15.
Yeah, because they gotta dissolve them because nobody wants
and I
it
bought,
anymore.
and he just bought 3 or 4 for me. I was like, dude, please buy that for me. And
At that price, I would buy two.
yeah, exactly.
No,
Yeah.
no.
But-
I don't have enough interest unless like somehow it was like my favorite car growing up as a child,
Oh.
or something like that, or it had some sort of symbolic. Like to me, any amount of money on a random ass scale just because it's on sale is not a justified reason for buying.
For me, I would lah.
Right.
You know, some-
If you are talking about justifying, well, I justify using content creation. I made a bunch of videos, which you guys loved, which I was surprised.
How many people give a crap about 143rd scale?
Actually, you'll be surprised.
Right?
I mean,
Go ahead. We've got enough subscribers now. We've got enough followers on the. We see all the views that come into the channel.
Yeah.
I want to know who has even remotely added a 143rd scale to their collection.
Let us know in the comments down below.
Because my
right?
personal collection, 0.
Yeah, but no, I know that there are some of you out there that do love 143s. Now 118s is a lot more popular than 143s, right? A lot of people do actually dabble into 118s. My only issue is cost when it then comes into that, because my dream Koenigsegg cost about close to $1,000.
Oh, is it Auto Art?
No, it's another brand that I can't remember. But it's not something I can just spend the money on, right? Not now at least.
And even when you have $1,000 to spend on it, you have to buy something else.
Exactly. So
There
then,
you go.
then once again, I kind of like find myself dropping back to 164s.
That's it.
Home base.
It's almost like your default.
Yeah.
Right? Not because you've been doing it lots of, but because it gets the most love in the community. There's more events surrounding it. There's more brands supporting it.
Yeah.
That's what makes, honestly, whatever scale that's popular at the time,
Yeah.
actually what's popular. That's the reason why some European companies and UAE and stuff like that, they'd rather do another scale because maybe suppliers and community in their area make it more popular, right?
Yeah, I mean, very interesting, right? I mean, I honestly, the three of us are in different areas when it comes to the scales.
Yeah.
And it's very, very interesting. Obviously, none of us spoke about 1-to-1 except for his Mustang.
Yeah.
Because in Singapore, it is a bit expensive.
I own too many cars in the past to.
But,
It's cute. He has his first car. He's
but
such
yeah.
a big boy now.
but you know, besides
Remember when I was your age, you already had my 10th car.
yeah, that's true.
Singapore, welcome to Singapore.
Welcome to Singapore.
Yeah,
But
but anyways,
yeah, I
yeah.
mean, besides 1-to-1, right? We also have 1-to-8 scale,
What's
which is just on
It's just
another level.
ginormous,
That's like-
man.
Yeah.
I've
Right.
never even seen so many cool 1-to-8 scale cars.
I've
until
never
I
seen
visited
one in
Unusual
person
43.
before.
Like that was the real first time I saw a real cool collectible car.
One, two.
But it's like, on a business standpoint, I wonder how long it takes them to sell
I think these are
one.
more collectors than business.
It has to be like
Right?
millionaire collectors that live in
Yeah,
massive
yeah,
landing
yeah,
houses
yeah,
in
yeah,
Singapore,
yeah.
because like they may sell out at whatever scale or whatever rate they sell
Right.
out at that shop.
Yeah.
But like if I use the same rate of like selling out of cars I have, it's like, you know how long you would wait to just make that $10,000 or $20,000 car sell? Like you would probably have to wait years and years and years,
Yeah.
or have a particular customer or a large international database
Okay.
Or customer base. You
I've got a
know,
question for you, Jordan. So let's say if you could just choose one skill and you have to forfeit all the other skills, what skill would it be then? Just one skill.
Obviously, that's quite obvious.
but it's not dependent on
It's not an obvious
market.
answer.
It's not dependent on market, or it's just my personal opinion.
Your personal 100% Canadian maple
Let me
syrup
rephrase.
opinion.
Let me rephrase his question. If you can only touch, like, let's say if you touch other skills, you die.
Yes,
But you can only touch. You can only touch. You can only handle one of 64.
But that's like a loaded question because you have to give me contingencies on like what like.
You're overthinking the question. Just choose one skill. Choose one. Full stop.
Just
Okay,
Choose
well
one.
it's gonna be my
Stop.
default at 164th then.
Okay, how about you, Jordan? How about you, Bjorn? Sorry.
1-to-1.
Okay, what?
No, but you know what? With all the costs involved in collecting 1-to-1, it's overrated.
1-to-1 is
Look
nice.
where you live. You don't live in
Yeah,
Tallahassee.
that's true. I'm not gonna.
You have no space. You're gonna collect two, and then you're like, oh, okay.
Not gonna.
I need to be a doctor and have a side job and do Grab delivery in order to afford the two.
You know, selfie pics and on the side.
That's it.
Yeah. But
So I have to charge negative
So what
$5
we
every
are-
time.
1-to-64.
I see. That's
What's
yeah,
it
very
for?
interesting, right?
That's it.
I think it's kind of like you mentioned, a default set.
It's got to be a default because
right.
it checks off every box, and it's like even if you say like a question and a contingency, right?
Yeah.
It's like no contingency, no questions. Okay, then I just pick 164.
Yeah, me too lah. 1-to-64. And for you, I think also 1-to-64. Okay. Anyway, okay. What's about you, Redowan? What scale would you choose if you had to choose?
Well, I think we gotta just get back to 164s, right? I think 164 cost-wise, space-wise, just like we discussed.
Not 1 to 18s or 1 to 43s.
I think
we're talking about.
those will be interesting, right? And I definitely love 118s, but it's gonna be a bit tough with space, money, and all of these.
All that.
No, in the future, I'll definitely love these, but I think for now, we're gonna stick to 164s. Now, let us know in the comments what you guys think. Let us know in the comments if you would collect 164s, 118s, 124s,
Which country
118s.
you're from? Let us know where you're from. which
Exactly.
country.
Who's your daddy and what does he do?
And that as well, if you guys want.
The numbers on the back of the mom's credit card.
Why not? But let us know what you guys think. Let us know if you guys enjoyed this episode.
Yeah, let us
Right?
know.
Thanks for all the
Feedback
love.
is greatly appreciated.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
sir.
But yeah, thanks for all the love, the appreciation, the enthusiasm you guys have
Yeah.
for our content. I think we're gonna wrap up this episode. A rather quick one for you guys, but just so that guys, this video's over. Right?
That's it. That's
We'll
it.
see you in the
It's
next
a wrap.
one. It's a wrap. And we're out.
Bye.
Peace.